the mud.
In the right place.
Yeah. You're here with
Perfect.
Steven now.
Very awesome.
Hell yeah. And we're waiting on the other two for now, but have y'all had as much snow as we have here?
Dude, it's been ridiculous.
Like, we went and cleared our sidewalks earlier, and it's already covered again. I think it's like 5 degrees or less.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's
Yeah,
up,
it's
guys?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey.
we've been frozen in
How's it
since
going?
like Wednesday, and I feel like I'm losing it. Like 15 cats.
15 cats in a box.
Oh yeah, no, for real, we have 15 cats, and they do go outside, but they're starting to get stir crazy, and yeah.
It's driving everybody crazy. Snow.
Oh yeah,
so,
dude.
So these
Mm-hmm.
cats
Whoa.
go outside normally?
We've built what my wife found on Pinterest called a catio. So like our kitchen
yeah.
window is open, and they have this spot to go use the bathroom, and they're usually in and out, mostly out, but they've been in for it feels like a week
Yeah.
now, but I think it's only been 3 days.
Yeah.
They're kind of loose. I don't blame them. I didn't go anywhere today. I just stayed in. Crazy.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. I just ran out of beer today, so I'm like, fuck, man. But I've been literally just watching TV. I think I got the new Jay and Silent Bob and like a 6 Paranormal Activity movie collection, and
I
the
watched
new
that,
Paper Mario.
Oh, Paper Mario. It hasn't been as good though.
No, not since
the N64 and the game.
the GameCube
We
one
played
was
that
really
a
good.
lot. Shit, we played that Paper Mario a lot. Like, it was one of the top
So
games we ever
good.
played.
Heck yeah.
I mean, it's really good. It's like an RPG, dude. But this new one's not that good. It's not
Yeah, that's what I've
bad.
heard.
It's just they simplified it, and I don't know. It's stupid. I just got tired of playing Pokemon and RuneScape, and
Yeah.
I don't like the new Pokemon. I gotta admit, it just doesn't like. I think they simplified it too much, and now it's. I don't know. Switch version.
yeah, and they made it like in this new DLC. You can go into a cave and just find the legendaries. So they took the like rareness away from them. Usually you'd have to
so
like
now you-
transfer back from Game Boy Advance to like your Game Boy 3DS to the I don't even know how it works, but it was a ridiculous process to get it to the new game. Now you can just
Yeah.
catch them.
now you just catch them like no problem at all. Yeah. No, that's why I've been kind of like feeling that too. It's like I want to love them because I mean Pokemon is life. Not big.
I gave up because
playing,
like I work and I don't have time to grind, and I see all these people in these groups. They're like, "Oh yeah, I got this shiny in like 3,000 tries," but then I'm sitting there like 100 tries in. I'm like, dude, I can't do this. I have to sleep. Like it. How do y'all?
I'm going to be at work at 5.
Yeah.
you got to decide what's more important, Pokemon or job.
Adulting.
Obviously, it should be Pokemon.
Obviously.
It used to be, but now I'm a dad and
I would-
have bills.
Oh, that's a shame.
Wah, wah.
Shame. But I've been playing that new update, Stardew Valley. I don't know if you guys played Stardew Valley.
I've heard it's really good, but I don't
Yeah.
even know what it's about.
You get,
Okay, so
Basically-
wait, 1 second, Steven.
What?
Steven's my brother, right? And so we hang out a lot. We talk to a lot of people. And this guy, he's obsessed with this Stardew Valley game. It is so fucking lame. But I think it's funny because he always talks to people.
Nobody knows what it is.
Nobody's ever played it. Yeah, nobody's ever played it. And I was saying this story just because it's just another example that just happened where he talks about it. Be like, yeah, cool. I've never heard of this.
Oh my gosh.
And
Well,
he's just like a little farmer, and he is all it is. I don't know.
you're a farmer, but you live your life, and you can marry, you can build a house, kind of get into your life. I don't know. It's just, in reality, you can't sell a piece of corn for like $150, but in this game, you can. It just feels nice. It feels nice that I can make money and just live life in my farm.
That sounds like Animal Crossing or Harvest Moon or something.
It's Harvest. It's like the new generation of.
Oh no! Can y'all hear me?
This animal's more responsible.
Oh my gosh!
That's weird sexual. I mean, if you're on a farm, less. But no, it's pretty relaxing.
Well, my new girlfriend I've never really played very many video games, but my new girlfriend has a Switch she hasn't really used yet. And we were looking, and we were thinking about starting with Paper Mario.
Oh, no, you don't want to start with that. It's.
We were also thinking Mario Party, like the newest Mario Parties. Are those still good, or they're not? They're not as fun.
I haven't played the new one, but that's how you end up in a breakup, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
No, the thing is, I'm not very good at video games, and I can take a loss, so it'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure the last time I played Mario Party, I almost got into a fist fight over someone stealing my star.
So I haven't played Mario Party in I don't know, 10 years. So do they still have the same little games where you're chiseling out the picture, or you're jumping on the mushroom, or it's musical chairs with the mushroom?
I'm sure they have more now.
They have those, but they're so much more intense.
And on the Switch, you have the motion controls too. I couldn't imagine playing that one where you're on the ball, pushing each other off, or whatever.
So here's a good question.
Oh yeah, with a motion controller, yeah.
What
was y'all's favorite Mario Party challenge or Mario Party? Game
the Magic Mushroom game where they had the mushroom
musical chairs with mushrooms.
Yeah, exactly. I like that one.
Where they rise and lower. It told you the color and the mushrooms rised.
Because you were so bad at it, John, it made it.
Yeah. I wasn't really good at any of them, though.
I like the one where you have 4 of them running on this, log, pretty much, and the other one is controlling
that one's good.
Back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was really good. That one was fun.
But speaking of that, dude, did y'all ever play Fusion Frenzy? On the Xbox original?
I saw it. I've seen it, but I've never played it. I always thought
I've never even heard of it.
Dude, that was one of the best party games ever.
Now you're gonna compete with Sonic's party games, on the Dreamcast. That
one was fun. That one was a lot of fun, right?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It had a lot of story to. No, just Sonic.
It was like a Sonic's version of Mario Party.
Yeah.
For the Dreamcast.
Well, now they have Sonic and Mario go to the Olympics.
Yeah. Well, now they're all merged.
Well, is Sonic a Nintendo character? No, I mean, I know it's Sega, but technically now,
Sega.
Sega's not even really a thing anymore.
They still develop games, not as good. They're not doing so well because I think they should just go to fetish porn. Honestly, they have a stronger porn now with Sonic. And
what was the one I was just thinking of? Oh, real quick before I lose train of thought again. We'll do the intro. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Steven.
Hi, Steven.
That's Steven.
Hi,
also.
Steven.
Hello, Steven.
I'm Steven too.
Yeah, hello, Steven. He's with the V. And then I'm John.
And this week we have a special guest.
I am Tyler.
Can we get more?
Get more Stevens?
We need more.
I think is Steven cutting out for anybody else too, or is it just me again?
Just a skosh.
Yeah,
every once in a while.
I have really bad internet right now, so.
I blame the weather.
Yeah, no, that totally. I live in the country and it's snowing, so.
like I say, I hear everybody else, but Steven sounds compressed to me. Is that just me, or is that
Here,
everybody?
let me see if I
No.
can.
Let me use your
Yeah,
Wi-Fi,
I'm
John.
getting the same thing.
Let me
Well, tell
see
me
if
what
I-
your Wi-Fi password, John, is. To just do it over
That'll take a
the
minute.
podcast.
That's gonna take a minute. I don't know what it is, and then the dogs are wrapped up in Brad's room. So if I were to go, I can text Brad.
I was
Do you
just
really need my
joking,
Wi-fi?
John.
Oh,
Is that any
No,
better?
I was just
I was
saying
just
that
wondering.
you say
You're
your
like,
password
headphones
over.
fucking up. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong.
Do I still sound
I was just
horrible?
thinking it'd be funny to have you say your password over the
Oh, yeah,
podcast.
they
Kind of
couldn't
fun. Like,
access it.
oh,
Can you all hear me any better now?
Oh yeah.
No, it's not you, Steven. It's my brother, Steven.
Oh, that's
Or am I?
okay.
Yeah, it's my brother, Steven. I hear you and Tyler just fine. I just-
Okay, do you hear me
but I
better?
don't know. Yeah, it does. But it just sounds like compressed. It sounds like your vocal is compressed.
He's
and
probably
theirs
still
aren't.
pooping.
I don't know. Possibly.
yeah, I am. No, I am, but that's because you can't stop giving birth. Like, it's just how it is. It's just I stepped out in
Okay,
the cold
well-
and now
It does sound better. Y'all ready to?
we've been going a while.
Yeah, I've already
Are we
started
gonna
recording.
edit? Are we gonna edit these podcasts, or they can go straight through?
They'll probably just go
We never
straight
discussed
through,
that.
honestly.
Straight
I
through.
mean,
Ooh.
unless we
gotta
like
work on
say
that intro.
something that
Yeah, I
needs to be
got. I
cut
was
out.
gonna say we should redo that intro, but yeah, we can.
That's the whole part of a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, that's what's fun
No.
about it, man. I used to edit mine, like even like edit out the spaces or where someone said like or you know what I mean. But no, I just have it natural.
Oh, that would be a lot of work.
It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
That's
it would.
yeah. I'd be sitting there
I don't think you have
re-listening
to-
to it and taking out little
Like-
pieces. And well, one time I was interviewing who was it? Josh from Crafting the Conspiracy, and he was talking about the worst band he played with, and I edited out the name.
That was us.
No, it was Ask Me Alexandria.
Oh.
Yeah. I used the like from Family Guy where it does like the subliminal messaging during Lassie or Old Yeller. He's like smoke, yeah. So he's like, oh yeah, it was
Sorry.
smoke.
I figured the worst band ever would have been that one from last week with that guy that was acting a fool.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
I heard about it, but I didn't get to go.
Sorry. Yeah.
Wait, but yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
this dude wasn't even in a band though, was he? He was just talking trash.
I don't know who he is, and
Someone said he was
Oh,
from
you're talking about
Amarillo,
that-
I think.
Really?
Yeah, people are saying who he was, but I'm not.
Well, that's because
I'm
they
not
have
really
too much
concerned
stake.
because these type of people, they come in our music scene. There's so few and far in between.
That's
And they
true.
and they never stick around. They never stick around past a year. They're always out. They either give up music or they move. Very rarely do they move, but they
That's
normally
just
give
a
up
big thing that
music.
takes out a lot.
Oh wait, so this dude
And,
was in a band?
Yeah, I believe he was in a band.
Somebody
Yeah.
said he was like in the first band that went on or something like that.
He played there. I'm not sure. I don't know the facts. I didn't really look into it.
Who told this?
But everybody else, clearly, I wasn't the only person who had a problem with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was clear as day. A lot of people had a problem with him, and he's
Because
just
he felt bad, too.
he's just a
I get
dick, man.
I can't remember who posted
Dick.
it, but they were saying that like he was talking trash, and then he got what was coming to him, and his face bashed into the barricade or whatever, a table.
Yeah,
But
I saw the table. I didn't see the barricade. I literally saw him go face first into a table, and like he was like knocked out for like 3 seconds, and we were like,
Ah, dang.
"Shit."
one of
If you're
the
gonna
Like,
talk crap,
shit.
you can't.
And then
Yeah, you
he
can't
got up. He
fall like
he
that.
got up within. I would say he got up within. I would say 10 seconds or so. He wasn't really knocked
gotta
out,
be-
but for a second we were really scared.
No permanent
Uh,
damage then.
Well,
not
Yeah, but
more
that's
than he already
embarrassing as
has.
hell,
yeah,
Right.
he fucked up his nose. It was pretty cool.
though. It was a pretty cool experience.
I think
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Rannon from Gridiron. Is that how you?
Oh,
say it?
yeah.
Rihanna. Rihanna.
Is that okay? Yeah, that sounds about right.
No.
But he was saying that his friend that was in one of their music videos, Christopher Mendez, was the one that pushed him. He's just
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, y'all, you need to shut up.
Well, Chris is a great guy,
Yeah.
and yeah, he's always fun to have at concerts. But yeah. Apparently, I don't quite remember who pushed him or what. I was,
Yeah, I'm trying to
I was
find his
just,
post.
I just
Kind of
saw
a
like the
representation.
last bang of it, and then immediately looking like, man, he was out of it. It was crazy. And it's just so wild because I understand if you don't like a band, I feel you on that. But why are you gonna express that vocally to someone who's there watching them?
And from what I
Yeah.
read, he's talking trash
Why?
about every band playing.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I imagine.
what makes it worse?
I think it was the last two.
So he was playing with these bands, I assume open, and then proceeds to probably get drunk and then talk shit about everybody he played with. Like
Yeah.
that sounds
He
like the
was-
lead singer
Yeah,
of
that-
Trapped.
Right.
Sounds like the drummer. Sounds like the drummer of Tea with Titans. Ugh. I hate
No,
that guy.
that never happens.
He was straight up not having a good time.
Yeah. And then I said, okay, well, if you don't first, well, because I was talking to him in the bathroom, he was washing his hands while I was taking a piss. I was like, yeah, man, great concert, huh? And he's just like, nah, these bands suck, man. This ain't a real show. Like right off the bat, I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's not his cup of tea. And so I was
Maybe
like,
it's
you
not
don't
his
like
cup of
any
tea.
of these bands? Hold up one second.
I like
I
it.
say, you don't like any of these bands? And he goes, no. And then, okay, well, maybe you like my band. You probably haven't heard of us, but we played here a few times. We're playing in 2 weeks. And I told him Tea with Titans. He was like, oh, no, y'all suck real bad, man. Y'all just ain't got no
Wow.
groove. Y'all don't know what you're doing.
Are you
And I was
kidding
like,
me?
what the fuck?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't get weird. You know, I'm drunk. I'm in a good mood. I'm not, I'm like, okay.
I don't know.
And when I'm heading out there, he's just talking all this shit about All Falls Down, and he's talking all this shit about Gridiron. He mentioned the other bands too, but mostly those two. And we walked past Jason, the singer of All Falls Down, and he tries to be all buddy with him. Like, dude, you don't know me. Like, how do you know I'm? You know what I'm saying? I'm just some stranger you're talking shit to, and and that's your friend. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Crazy,
Some
dude.
people just he's just a fuck. Well, first of all, he's a fucking pussy for fucking for talking so much shit then acting cool with the dude. But I mean, I'm not even trying. It was just weird. It's just fucking weird. Well, like I say, these type of people, they never last long. They come and
I've
go.
kind of got
and
a. His
they
hand.
never last long.
Do you wash your
in our
hands?
music scene.
Because that's kind of a weird thing.
Oh, that might have been it. Actually, that might have been why he was so mean to him. Not just like no.
It's kind of an
I
awkward.
don't shake hands. I don't shake hands nowadays. I don't do it. I do, but only with people I know.
I usually do
You shake
elbows.
my hand.
Yeah,
elbows-
elbows is always a good thing to do.
If I have shook hands with someone in a public place, I'm not going to touch my face, and I'm not going to like smoke a cigarette or do anything near my face until I wash my hands. That is definitely a plan.
Oh, what happens if you eat Cheetos? You shake.
I'm not
licking
going to
the
eat.
Cheeto
Going to
dust
wash
off.
my hands.
Oh well, Cheetos.
You're not gonna eat. When you got these Cheetos and they're like, you gotta eat them. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna eat those Cheetos right then.
I will wash my hands and then eat them. For sure.
Well, while we're on the subject of music and all that, Tyler, I don't think y'all have said anything specifically, but y'all have released a bunch of new promo pics for Divided Me, yeah?
That's true. Yes, we have picks and we have a date for a single that will be released. I believe it's the 29th of February. I believe
The 29th of
That-
February.
wait, do we have it?
maybe
Do we have a
28th,
29th this year?
29th. Maybe it's March. Let me look it
I was
up.
about to say, I don't think
Yeah.
February has a
it a
29th
leap
this
year?
year.
So we're gonna
not
release
a
a
leap
single
year.
4 years from now. No.
Yeah.
You gotta just, luckily enough, next year we'll be lucky.
I can't wait to
Pretty
see y'all
much.
again, though, dude. It's been a year since I've seen a concert for one, but y'all were there, and I hate to, like, play favorites or whatever, but y'all were my favorite band there.
Oh, yeah,
thank
they're
you.
my favorite band there too. Honestly, like, yeah, I love.
Oh, we appreciate it.
What show are we talking about? Which one was this?
It was Attack on West Texas.
Attack on Titan or on West?
Attack on West Texas.
Oh, yeah,
that was
Attack
a
on
really
Titan.
good show.
That one was
And they
really
kinda-
good. But yeah, Divided Me
they
is my
kinda
favorite
mixed it
Moto
up.
shows.
Though, with the attack on West Texas, perfect opportunity with Titans, because that's Attack on Titans. Come on, they could have advertised that.
Well, that's what he did on the
It's true and
poster. It had,
hilarious.
I think the poster had Attack on Titan like images.
Yeah, it kind of did have like a giant, muscly, skinless creature on it, didn't it?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Like
no, yeah, that's how they
O'Donnell?
did.
26. It's the 26th. Sorry,
Of
my
this
bad.
month?
26th. Yeah. Yes.
Ooh, that's
That's
exciting.
Yeah, that's like
dude.
a couple of weeks almost.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's been a while since we played. We're really anxious to get back out there. We haven't had a lot of time or
Y'all played,
really
the,
That's kind of
y'all
hard.
played a Halloween show.
We did, yes. That was awesome. We loved that. That show. It was a great night. There's a lot of cool bands there. That was a benefit show too, wasn't it?
Imposters.
That was what for Gabriel? Gabriel had a thing going on that night, I think, or was that the next weekend after that?
No, that was the next week. Yeah, we didn't have anything
Mhm.
going on besides the costume contest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I always enjoy
It was a
watching
really
y'all
good time.
play.
Thank you, thank
So
you.
much fun.
We love playing with you guys. Just it hits me.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man.
Mm.
Yeah, we normally have a good time. Yeah, I wish I could. Y'all were actually the first people. We're playing a show next week, or on the 20th, and
Mhm.
y'all were the first people we asked, and I believe it just didn't. Y'all's schedule didn't line up, right?
Yeah, Scott got a new job, and they're not giving him a whole lot of time off, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's actually a security guard now.
Nice. Does he have a gun?
I don't even think they gave him like a bobby stick or a taser. They may have given him a flashlight, but not a very big one.
Because
Yeah.
once you got a gun, then you can just rob a bank.
Did he at least get
Yeah.
one of those? What is that thing called that Paul Blart rides?
Oh, like a
Segway?
Segway, yeah.
Yeah.
Segway.
Could you imagine him on a Segway?
He
You
could
could
be
just
Paul
break his
Blart.
speed.
He could. He had to shave his beard off, right, for the job, and so he just has a mustache. So literally, he could
That would be
be Paul
awesome.
Blart.
That's,
Oh man, I love
Scott
Scott, but I'm not.
Yeah,
sure that
it's
would be a
not-
good look.
Pretty. We'll just say that it's.
you still
It's a
love
blast from the past.
It was kind of shocking. I've never seen it with just a mustache, so you could imagine my shock and awe when I had to look at his face.
I mean, to be honest with you, well, my top three, Paul Blart.
Wait, what?
Was that?
I heard top
Oh,
three
is
and
that-
Paul Blart.
Right,
Yeah,
Steven's
dude.
cutting off. It's not just me hearing that, right?
No, yeah.
Let me switch out because I'm probably on crappy Wi-Fi. The office.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like you do all right, and then sometimes it really cuts out. Like we don't even hear like the word you say, or like half your sentence.
I feel like I heard the most important words, the top three, and then Paul Blart, but that just leaves so many unanswered questions, you know.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, that's Kevin James movies.
Yeah,
it's
he's
in
the
the
best.
top three. Here Comes the
Easily.
Boom is definitely number one.
No, Paul Blart is definitely number one. Come on, that's such a hard
No.
story. Can you hear me better?
No.
Does it sound better now?
Yeah, that does sound better.
Good.
Right.
Okay, so I'm using.
I think my favorite Kevin James is Chuck and Larry. I now pronounce.
Oh
him
my
Chuck
gosh.
and Larry.
That one's good.
Oh yeah,
That movie's hilarious.
That was- it did.
The Zookeeper. It's got Joe Rogan in it. It's very funny.
I wasn't a big fan.
I thought
Like
that was
this.
the one that had Matt Damon. Oh no, that's like We Bought a Zoo or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we bought it.
Well, yeah. Two
It's the
different
same
vibes.
concept.
Two different movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, they have the same vibe of them. They're both.
That they're both a
I
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So, yeah, playing in a band, and so me and Tyler both play drums. And I just wanted to ask you, Tyler, what is your favorite part of being in a band? Be it, whatever, what's your favorite part?
I guess my favorite part of like actually just being in a band is the whole interaction experience. When like when you're on the stage and you're in your element and everything's just like aligning. All the stars are lining up and everything like that, and everybody's just getting into it. It's just a feeling that not a lot of people get to experience, I guess. And for me, that's pretty much the best part.
Awesome, man. That's
When you get to share your art and share your, share your vision with everyone else.
The live performance is a big
yeah.
big
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
How does
Yeah,
it
I love
feel?
that.
when you guys are-
What about you, bro?
Oh man, it's hard to say, but to be honest, I do honestly love practicing the drums. It's one of my favorite things to do. I wish I had more energy to do it more, but I really do like the practice time and really striving to get better and pushing myself. We just dropped an album and I'm already sick of it because as you all know, my band had a few issues with the lineup, and we changed. And
Wait, like recently or
yeah, within like the past 2 years. Tony's only been with us for 2 years.
see? I meant to ask about
And
that
we
last
had
week.
that album. Yeah, we had that album completely recorded instrumentally before we had Tony.
Did y'all have to like re-record everything?
Just vocals. Just vocals.
Dang.
But he had to learn it all, and he had to rewrite it. He had to, he had to work with it. He had to get comfortable with it, and he had to write a whole album. And then we had to wait for it to get mixed and all that and come back. So I am just a different drummer than the one that's on this new album, and I'm ready to start making new and better music.
Oh heck yeah, dude!
I'm ready. I'm so ready to move on past that. I don't play it like the same, like what it is, and I'm very proud of where I've come, where I started 4 years ago, and where I'm at as a drummer now. I'm very proud, and I really want to showcase that more with new music. And so I think we are going to shoot 2 more music videos for this album, but during that time we will also be striving to record again, and I can't wait for
I can't either.
days, because it's like you gotta practice so many hours a day. You gotta make sure that metronome, you gotta be really good, you gotta be really set. I've already learned so much from the last time of recording that I can structure my goals better, and I absolutely, excuse me, I burped. But I just feel like I can push more out of myself just because I'm so much more knowledgeable about the experience, and I can't wait to get at it.
Heck yeah, dude!
What are you gonna?
So that
When's,
playthrough you recorded for 11 cents, I believe.
Yeah,
That's just simple to you now.
yeah, absolutely, and a lot of it, I put in a lot of extra fills there too. And even then, I feel I'm constrained by the way I learned it in the first place. I think if I were to rewrite that song with no previous notion, it would come out a lot different. It would be a whole lot more. It would be a lot more interesting. And so I can't wait to start, writing to some new riffs. Start writing my own riffs.
What would be the difference? I guess people who don't listen, not listen, but not really understanding drum, would there really be that big of a difference? Would it be significantly for us that aren't?
I can't understand you, Steven. You're going in and out. I just heard a difference. Is there a difference? Is all I heard is.
I think he was asking what would be the difference between like the tracks? Like, would people notice and stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. They would just sound. They'll be better. They'll be more what you expect from your professional musicians. And some people don't. Some people, it's hard to say. I'm very proud of our music, but I think anybody's music could always get better, and you can make it more interesting. You make it better. It would definitely make it more interesting, and we can be more unique. I have more skill sets now. I can add in different stuff that I just couldn't play before that sounds cool and different. It's just, the better you get, the better your music's going to be. It's
Absolutely.
just how it is.
And like,
I guess I just hear it as your, I guess it's.
I suppose like we as drummers, whenever we like sit on the kit and we, reach some kind of plateau that's been holding us back, once we cross that, we kind of evolve, you know what I mean? Like it's like you get to a certain level of, skill. At least I do. I feel like I get to like a certain level of skill, and then I'll figure something out, and then all of a sudden I can like do a bunch of different things that I didn't think I could before. So we like substantially evolve as we practice on the kit and play and get better. I don't know if you kind of feel that way too, but that's how I kind of feel about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I definitely agree with you.
Mm-hmm. And you're a phenomenal drummer, dude. I love that playthrough
thanks,
on 11 Cents. That was an amazing playthrough.
So much.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys want to go and make out?
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
It's Valentine's Day, so it's not weird.
Valentine's Day. So really, it'd be kind of weird if we didn't, right?
As long as my wife says it's okay.
Okay,
I mean-
well, go ahead and ask.
Okay.
It's
Hey,
gonna have to be a little rid of.
Absolutely. I do love the live performances too. Don't get me wrong. I do absolutely love it. But if I think of the answer that's more centric to my life and the more that really, when I have a hard day at work, I do look forward to going home and just practicing. I do like to, but I love
Do you
playing
picture
live.
someone's
It's
face
so much fun.
on the drum
Mm-hmm.
while you smack?
Yes. Yes, that person's face happens to be on this call right now. No, it's fine.
Oh. I'm sorry, Steven. Apparently, residual resentment towards you. Then
I do have a really pretty face, so. Well, speaking of smacking the skins, I think one of my favorite pictures Divided Me posted was like a bloody drumstick or something like that. I don't know, and
Oh yeah,
I might be thinking of two different bands, but then like you ended up using like a regular stick. I don't know.
Broke. My last set of drumsticks had broken. I had forgot to like get some more. I guess I don't. This is gonna sound like really, I guess maybe not posh, but I don't like to support Guitar Center, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fight the man, dude.
Yeah. I like to
Order your sticks online, bulk.
Yeah, I like to order from Sweetwater or somewhere with like really great customer service. Like I like Sweetwater, but every once in a while I'll go to Tarpley's and go local. But
Yeah, I was about to say, do y'all not have a Tarpley's? I thought there was one.
yeah, we got a Tarpley's. Yeah, I go there every once in a while. They don't carry the Vic First sticks I like most often. Is
Talk
what
to
the
them,
problem
dude.
is.
I bet you they will.
Yeah, they
Going to buy
probably
a
would
stick
pick them up.
there. Yeah, they would. They'll do anything for your business. They're
See,
really awesome. I
having
love
not
them.
so what
ever
did
been like
wait?
a-
What did
Go ahead.
I was gonna say is what did Guitar upset? Like I want to know. Like I love good old Guitar Center.
What?
I think
Like,
he was asking
why-
what's
It's-
the problem with them?
Oh, with Guitar Center, it's a couple of different things. One, Spencer dropped off his Les Paul one time to have the. I guess they were gonna change the strings and then do like the I don't play guitar, so I might mess this word up. Attenuation, I think they were gonna set the.
Never heard that. I think you did mess it up.
Probably, you're probably right. They were going to fiddle with it. So he dropped it off, and he waited, and then he got a call from him one day saying that it was ready, but they had done nothing to it, and then charged him money for it, and it was kind of a fiasco. And he was like, I need this guitar tonight. The show's coming up, and we never got it back, and it was just a big old thing. And a couple of times after that, we had gotten them kind of screwed over. Maybe it's just our local Guitar Center. I don't know, but we don't go there very often anymore.
Well,
Now
thing
we're
is,
not-
I have
I'm not-
like a lot of friends from everywhere on Facebook. I saw a lot of people complaining about Guitar Center, and whenever the quarantine first hit, they might have shut down. They're like, that's the first place I'm going to go when they start selling stuff real cheap just to screw
Right.
them. You know what I mean? They're like
Yeah,
the
right.
GameStop of music stores.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right,
Well,
not
I
gonna-
don't know, man. I like GameStop. I like my GameStop. They
You don't even
they,
go for
they have
games,
good
though.
customer service. Yeah, but they
You
do
don't
have
go.
service. I'm a
I was
Funko
gonna
Pop
say-
collector. I pre-order them there, and they help me out a lot. They hit me up. Seriously, if something comes in that they think I might like, they'll just save it for me until the next time I come in there. It might be a
That's
month.
awesome.
But they're like, yo, man, we got this in like a month ago. We thought you might like it. No, the only thing is if it comes up that someone buys it online, they have to do that. But they'll take it off the shelf. And it's really cool. And this is the second GameStop they've done that for me because I used to live somewhere else, so I went to a different one, and then now I moved to this side of town. I love GameStop. Guitar Center sucks, man. Their service sucks.
Yeah.
The people working there don't fucking want to help you, and then don't
Nope.
really know nothing. And if you don't know nothing, say you don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bullshit me with this.
You know
shit.
what
Okay,
really
cool, dude.
grinds my
I'll go do
gears?
some research. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, fucking, and also like one dude, like I don't know, I'm not gonna get into it. Not on this podcast. It'll be too much negative energy.
You
move
can.
on.
Go for it.
No.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
move
going
on.
to
Fuck
ask,
Guitar
but,
Center.
Route to go.
like,
That's all
I
you need
played
to know.
drums a little bit, but I mainly owned like a bass, and I know they have different size strings or whatever on a bass. Y'all were talking about you like specific drumstick. Do they make different sizes or like
Oh, yeah.
woods?
Oh
or...
yeah, absolutely.
I guess they're
Different
size
links.
hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or even
different
some
hands,
people,
so
even different style playing. It does that for different style playing. Like, you know, some people they might have a small hand, but they want a big stick. Or
Mhm.
some people, you know, that's not a joke, not a joke. A real example,
Hey, it's Valentine's Day.
But
man.
Or nylon or wood tips.
Oh,
yeah, and like some the little ball on the end. Some are real big, some are real short, some are they. You'd be surprised at your local Guitar Center. There's probably at least 50 different types of sticks. They're all
Exactly.
slightly different in shape.
I mean, you don't want to get a little stick. I mean, you got to show everybody. You got a
I
big
use a
stick,
medium-sized stick. I use
Some
the
of-
Extreme
I'm sure-
B. I think.
I'm-
I don't know.
It's a
Some of
little
us
above
have to use,
average.
some of us have to use the stick we have, you know.
Yeah.
It's not the size of the
really
stick, it's the
please,
sound of the
ladies,
drum.
that
That's
you
right.
use a stick.
Oh yeah, that's why I hate Guitar Center, and I didn't buy those sticks from Guitar Center, right? So that's why I didn't have sticks. So I just went outside and grabbed a couple of tree branches and put duct tape on the end of it so it wouldn't put a hole through the drum head, and just played with a couple of, I think they were Chinese elm, just a couple of
Never.
sticks.
That's
you need
savage.
I mean, it's wood. It's wood.
Yeah, no, it actually worked pretty well. It wasn't too
Yeah.
bad.
I doubt that.
It wasn't awful.
Why
I feel
don't
like
they
it would
have
poke
like
a hole.
drumsticks as like metal?
Now
Like,
you put the
why
duct tape
not?
around it.
Yeah, I
Or
put
why not
duct tape around
plastic?
the handheld, like the hand part, and then I put just a little ball of duct tape on the end
Oh
to
yeah.
kind
no,
of.
you-
Yeah,
that's
I
terrible.
was missing my definition on the hi hats and the bell and the ride, but other than that,
And you couldn't have gone to Guitar Center once? Just one pair? Real quick?
my dedication to the cause is severe.
Fight
Yeah.
the man.
I s-
Well, it should be. Now
I still
everybody
stopped
should.
there.
Yeah.
What?
I
You
still stopped
traitor.
there, but only
After what they did,
Tyler, you suggested a snare that for me to get a certain type of snare, and I didn't know a lot about snares at the time. And our local Guitar Center had the one you suggested, which is normally like I think around 350 new or something around
Mhm.
there. They had it for like 120 used, and it was
Wow.
used. And so I did buy my snare there,
What was it?
and it was the
I
Tana
don't even
Steel.
Oh, the Metalworks, Tama Metalworks, the steel snare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those things are
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was super cheap, basically new, and yeah, I got it there, and I don't feel bad at all because they do have a wonderful snare wall, at least at our local one, They have a bunch of used snares. They have a bunch of new snares.
Nice.
But how do you
But-
explain that to Scott though?
To who?
Scott. The place
Explain
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Explain what?
How do you explain it?
Explain
Wait,
the
what?
sticks.
No, yeah, I'm giving them 100.
What do you say? I couldn't understand. it.
Yeah, I'm lost
Is
on
that
that
bad
one.
still? Sorry.
Yeah, Steven, we're not. We can't catch. If you can hear me, Steven, we can't catch you after 4 words of a sentence. It completely cuts off. You'll say 4 words, and it'll completely cut off, and then it'll come back for 2 words, and then it'll cut off again.
Better?
I don't know.
Maybe you should
Like I
steal
said,
John's internet
It's
this
fine
week.
when you. Yeah, it's
Let me
fine
go-
when you say 1 or 2 words. It's perfectly
Let me-
fine. But when you ask a question,
Let me go outside.
this one can't hear you. Here, you can come to. Yeah, you can come over here. Is it the internet, Steven, or is it your speaker, bro?
Could be the speaker. I gave you my
I
good
think it's
headset.
your. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, okay.
Because
Well,
yesterday last week I was out in the garage and it worked beautifully.
Oh.
And that my phone's Wi-Fi don't even work out there.
Dang.
Just fight the cold, man. You can go in the garage. Go
Yeah,
big or
well, I'm
go
in my
home,
room
bro.
now, but I'm about to go smoke a cigarette out of my car. So while we're doing this podcast, I'm mobile. I got it plugged up to my phone. I'm walking around in my bedroom.
There you
I
go.
got all this.
That's how I
Energy,
used to
talking
do
to
whenever my buddy would record our podcast, but now I have to sit on my bed.
All right. So we talked a little music. Should we talk a little what else?
Valentine's?
Or do we want to talk more music? Valentine's? Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh man, I was so unprepared.
I was thinking about the first time me and my wife went on a date, and it was really funny in my head. But I mean, I don't know if y'all have funny stories. Like,
Okay, well,
Uh,
go ahead and tell yours
I've-
real quick.
well, see, whenever my first job, I was at this coffee shop, and I was like 16, and she's 5 or 6 years older than me. So she's like 22, sees me there, and she's like, whoa, he's really hot. I want to hook up with him. Whatever. Don't judge.
don't judge.
Yeah. Anyways, way on down the road, I moved back from Lubbock, and she is got this new job at this barbecue joint, and we end up working there together and become really close. And we go to eat, and I'm like, I don't know if you consider this a date, but I'm not paying for your food. And that was our first date. Now we're married.
Hey, that's some G
I was
shit,
gonna-
though.
What you gotta do?
Oh yeah, she had
It
said
is.
that. She said I was planning on paying for you, but now you can go ahead and fuck yourself.
It's like that's a keeper right there.
Yeah, and now that's my best friend in the whole world, and we're married.
Yeah, there you go. If your best friend can't call you out on your shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Are
Yeah.
you? That's kind of what me. He
No,
calls
we
me
still
out
can't-
quite a bit.
And then
Yeah.
she got me watching this. I don't know if it was Nicholas Sparks, but The Vow with Channing Tatum and Rachel McAdams. And then she left, and I'm super invested in this movie. Like I was like, yeah, we'll watch a Valentine's movie together. And then I'm
that
sitting
sounds
here
like a Nicholas
on-
Sparks movie.
on the verge of tears watching this movie. Yeah, it was.
I was gonna say is, we kind of wanted to watch the. Is this okay? Tell me if I go bad again.
Oh, you sound so good right there, dude. Whatever
Yeah.
you did
Okay, good.
made you sound as good as Tyler and Steven.
Okay, I was gonna say is because we wanted to watch the new Nick Cage movie, Willy's Wonderland. Have you guys seen the trailer for that?
Honestly,
That's
I
the
didn't know
Five
Nicolas
Nights at
Cage was
Freddy's
still
movie,
in
isn't it?
movies.
Yeah, it's basically Five Nights at Freddy's with Nicolas Cage.
Oh man, that actually
It's-
sounds decent, right? Or no?
Oh yeah,
It looks pretty good.
I
looks
haven't
like
seen the
it look-
trailer.
B thriller, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it looks like a good B thriller, like a B plus thriller.
Oh, I thought you said
I think the
beef
line that-
thriller.
The line that really got me was it's like they're not stuck with him inside here. They're like, oh, he's not stuck with them inside there. They're stuck with him, and they're talking about the animatronics. I'm just like, oh god, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my life. And he's just going around and just beating the crap out of them. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I would see it if Nick Cage plays a dominant role in it, and he's fucking up these little animatronics. I would see that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's like 99% of the movie.
The only problem is to rent it. It's like $20. Not even with this new system they have out, and I think that's one thing that really upsets me. It's like you can't charge that much to rent a movie. Let me own it if you're going to put it out there.
Yeah,
don't
let me just Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. But if you think about it, like if you go to the movie theater to watch it, it shouldn't be.
So watching it by myself.
It is. God damn it.
I was gonna say though, I don't know. I don't like this new system. I don't like how things are now. I hope things go back to normal, but I don't think they ever will with the theaters, which is a shame because I never got to skip work and just go to the movie theaters.
The last movie I saw was Rise of Skywalker. It was amazing.
Oh,
that's a pretty good one.
I did not like
Tenet was phenomenal.
No, it wasn't.
You didn't like it? You didn't think it was good?
I don't even know what the fuck it was about, bro. I couldn't follow anything. It was so confusing.
So, okay.
Because you fell asleep.
It's Christopher Nolan. So, you already know if it's a Christopher Nolan movie, just go in there expecting to not expect anything.
I wasn't expecting anything, and I got confused. That's my fucking mind. And I didn't know what was going on.
They figured out how to move time backwards, but you got to go through like this thing.
Yeah. I got that.
Yeah.
But the way they connected it just seemed so, like, not like, did they not? I don't know, man. I heard a lot of people express my similar complaint, whereas it was hard to follow.
I thought it was good. I liked it.
You get what it's about, because they talk about what it's about, but it's just hard to follow how it all lined up.
I liked it.
It was pretty good. But it's not my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. I love Christopher Nolan movies, though.
Christopher Nolan, I'm thinking of the dude who played the Dark Knight Batman.
He did those.
Bale. Yeah,
that's Christian Bale. Okay.
Yeah,
that's Christian Bale. But he directed those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or no?
Yeah, those are also Christopher Nolan movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes good movies. The only thing is, my only issue with it, like, I don't know. I just thought, like, I don't know. I think it was kind of convoluted. I don't know. They tried too hard, and I think it would have been better if they would have, I don't know, like, worried more about how the structure of the story instead of trying to do a cool concept of, reversing time. Actually worry about the structure of making this movie a good movie. I don't know.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. It wasn't a good movie, man. It wasn't a good movie.
It was. I liked it. It was okay.
Y'all just trashing this movie. I've not even heard of it. Tenet, right?
Yeah, Tenet.
Dude, it's like one of the bigger box office drops since like COVID started. They went ahead.
Yeah. Like right in the middle of it too.
Yeah, well, I was like, what? I think I went and saw it in October is when I went and saw it. So sometime in October, maybe 1 month earlier.
Is that Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, he was in it.
That's the new Batman.
I couldn't even fucking tell you who was in it. How disconnected I am from that movie. How much I did not enjoy it.
What? Then you can't really. That's horrible. I feel like that.
I don't know. But then again, I wouldn't really recognize the new Batman. Isn't he also the guy from Twilight?
Yes. And but that's what everybody knows him from, and he's not a bad actor. That just gave him a bad name. And I have so much respect for him because people are trashing him on the internet. Like, they're like, oh, he's going to ruin Batman, to the point to where he's like, I hope I do. Like, I'm going to purposefully ruin Batman.
Make it bad, yeah.
They should have just kept Ben Affleck as Batman, honestly. I thought he was a really good one because he shot people.
Yeah, he was a little different. I don't think he got enough time. But I'm excited to see him in there. I'm just
absolutely.
Personally, as an actor, And I don't think he's ever really stood out in any performance that I've seen. But it's not like I watch a lot of movies, you know.
Did you ever watch The Lighthouse?
No.
What? Is that
There's this.
You talking about what is it? You
The
talking
love
about
story?
Twilight, right?
There's this movie called The Lighthouse, and it's got two actors in it, and it's Robert Pattinson and old Willem Dafoe, and they're running this lighthouse, and they go crazy. Well, you say that. It was astounding and a visual masterpiece because it's all black and white and it's shot in 4:3 format instead of like your typical 16:9 widescreen stuff. And it was just
a minute, right?
Yes, it was psychotic, is what it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. Treat it,
Okay.
go if you watch it, go in and treat it like a horror movie, and you won't be dissatisfied.
Okay, you know.
Oh, did I disconnect?
No, I think he cut out.
Report back. Oh,
All
did
I
I?
heard was and then
What?
it drifted off.
1 second. 1 second. Hold up.
Oh, you smoking your cigarette? Well, just stand outside, John, if you're gonna smoke a cigarette.
Cigarettes
No,
are
I'm
bad.
gonna. Hey, man. So am I.
This is like the
Hear me
perfect day to quit smoking. Like,
Okay.
honestly,
What I was gonna say is, yeah, no, that sounds good, man. I'm more than willing to give it a chance, and I'm gonna check out that movie. I'll report back on the next podcast.
Good luck, bud.
Honestly,
keep at it.
I'm looking at Robert Pattinson on IMDb. There's Tenet, which y'all are just talking about, and then Twilight and one of the Harry Potters. Other than that, I've not heard of any of these.
Oh, well, I mean,
Water
honestly,
for
Twilight
Elephants?
alone, so good.
He's played a badass in a few movies, because I've heard
Yeah.
some people like share a meme where, like, oh, this is your Batman? No, this is my Batman. And like, there's a picture of Twilight, and then there's a picture of him being some badass in some other movie.
Like with a cigarette and a beard or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But I really
I'm
don't know
not gonna
any
lie.
of these movies at all.
There's one
gotta
on
watch
Amazon Prime that looked decent that he was in called High Life, where they're trying to. I think it's. I haven't watched it, but I think they're trying to like repopulate a planet somewhere, and he's got to take care of this little girl or something like that. I don't know.
That sounds kind of rough of a movie.
Yeah, it does. That's probably why I haven't watched it.
Hey, it's got Andre 3000 in it, so
Does
I'm
it?
sold. Yeah.
Well, he's a terrible actor, though, ain't he? Wonderful
Andre the
musician,
Giant?
Terrible actor.
No, Andre 3000. My wife was behind me. She said, all right, all right, all right. That's Matthew McConaughey, but like the all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah. Anyways.
I have to admit, I do like Matthew McConaughey. I think that's my
Interstellar.
brother's favorite.
Oh my gosh, that's like in my top like 3 favorite movies of all time.
Oh yeah, I did like that.
Was
I mean, it's
Sandra
not
Bullock in that one?
not as good as Paul.
Yeah,
Blart.
that was,
It's still pretty good.
It was the same chick who plays Catwoman in the Christopher Nolan Batman movies.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, that's right.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah.
I
I
would
can't think
definitely
of
drink
anything
her
else she's in, honestly. And dude, I
All
saw
right.
this movie on HBO Max.
She
It
was
has
on
Jared Leto and Denzel
Denzel
Washington.
Washington. Oh, The Little
Jared Leto
Things. That
looks like
movie was
shit.
crazy, dude.
Oh, I've heard good things about that. I might check that out, too.
Are you talking about the new Snyder Justice League?
Oh, that trailer
No.
just came out, didn't it? They're
Yeah.
bringing Leto
oh,
back
gosh.
as the Joker.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be Ben Affleck Batman's like inner monologue, I think, is what they're going for. Because Joker's going to be sitting there telling him, you know, he can't do this or do that or whatever because he's the Batman, yada, yada, yada. I think that's kind of what they're going for in this Justice League movie.
I don't
Wait,
think
I think
So,
I
are they
read
gonna
it
have-
somewhere.
Pattinson or Affleck?
I
Affleck.
think it's going to be Affleck for this one.
That's
Affleck
cool.
for sure. Because it's his final, like, you know, they're not going to make enough
Oh.
after this.
What they
Because-
should have done with
I mean,
Pattinson.
honestly, they're not going to.
Sorry.
I was gonna say they're not gonna fix the core problem. Though. Still the problem. But no, keep going with that.
What was the problem? I didn't hear what the core problem was.
Oh, the core problem is they really didn't develop their world right. Like they tried to do a Marvel, they rushed to Marvel, and you can't do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And DC just kind of sucks anyway, but that's just me. Other than The Watchmen, I don't know if y'all have watched. I loved the movie that had Negan was in it, the dude who plays Negan in Walking Dead. That movie was awesome. But the series, I only got like 3 episodes deep. It's really good though.
I didn't watch that one. I wanted to, and then they took it off Hulu or
it's on HBO Max.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah, you gotta have Max,
bro.
You do have HBO Max.
The Teen Titans thing on HBO Max too. I've been wanting to.
I haven't watched that one. It looked pretty good though.
What's it? Doom Patrol is really good. Like it's like literally like it's easy, probably one of like the best series compared to like it's up there with Marvel. Like Doom Patrol is. And it's got Brendan Fraser in it. It has a bunch of good actors. I mean,
really?
Yeah. Wait,
that just came out or what?
Doom Patrol. No, it's been a while.
It's been they're on their second season. It's real dark, but it's really good. Really focused on telling it.
And it has Brendan Fraser?
The fourth wall. Yeah, he's actually Robot Man. So I mean, it has his voice more or less than actually him, but he is in it. Kinda. I hate how every now and then you'll see, but if you like Brendan Fraser, because he kind of had to stop acting because he got into an accident on with the third Mummy. He hurt his back real bad, and so he kind of had to stop stuff for a while. But no, it's so good.
That's not even what it was. Like I think he hurt himself, and then he like gained a bunch of weight and started looking real bad. And the internet, or just fandom in general, bullied him out of wanting to be an actor. Because I love Brendan Fraser, and like I read that, and I was like, man, that's messed up because he's got a lot of good stuff. Like Monkey Bone's good. The Mummy movies were good. I can't really think of other movies he was in off the top of my head, but no, the episodes of Scrubs he was in. I don't know if y'all watched that show. Those were amazing.
Con Air is a classic.
Brendan Fraser wasn't in Con Air, was he?
I know. It was Nicolas Cage. I'm just.
It's about the same. I mean, they're the same.
So, speaking of Nicolas Cage, I'm pretty sure John said he had a big dick.
Hold up.
It wasn't The Devil's Advocate. It was
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. That movie is freaking hilarious. That movie is one of the funniest.
Movie.
When he starts speaking Spanish and he doesn't even know how he's doing it.
It's a good one.
Oh man, that was one of the very first DVDs I ever bought, and I watched it like nonstop for years. Like I'd leave it while I was like falling asleep. Like that and Mr. D. Those 2 movies. That's how I lived my life.
I think the first DVD I ever bought was the Fast and the Furious. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty sad.
It's coming from the guy that
George of the Jungle.
Mr. Deeds and Bedazzled.
George of the Jungle was awesome.
I recently got a VCR. No, not recently. It's been a couple years now, but got a VCR and got George of the Jungle on VHS, dude. And
heck yeah!
I think it holds up, man. I was not disappointed.
Graphics.
All right. Well, we'll never take anything you say seriously from here on out.
You shouldn't, because
you gotta check those graphics. Those graphics are what really. I mean, the CGI in George's.
They got a talking monkey, dude. Come on.
Yeah, right.
And at the end, I'm pretty sure he sings Frank Sinatra, so forget about it.
Isn't there an animated show? Forget about it. Thinking.
Yeah, I actually checked it out recently. It's on Hulu, and it was terrible. But let's not talk about that. Let's get into okay. Let's change the subject. We said we had a few things to talk about, and we still want to get to our weekly segment, but I guess we'll put that at the end about kind of what makes us angry. Right?
Oh yeah.
We'll toss that at the end. But let's move on to y'all want to talk a little Marvel with our favorite show being our favorite show at the moment, WandaVision, dropping another episode. I hope, Tyler, I hope you're a fan. I hope you're ready to talk a little bit about it.
We watched episode 6 yesterday, and holy shit.
Holy shit. Okay, so real quick.
We should put a spoiler warner.
Yeah, I don't know if this.
Well, this isn't going to be coming out for like a week or two from now, so I can't really.
Yeah, we'll be all right, I think. But real quick, I think we should go around the table, kind of discuss what we think of the episode, and maybe a real quick theory of what we might think is going on.
I'm very disappointed in myself because I only halfway paid attention to it, but.
Ooh, you're gonna lose points today.
We'll need your badge here.
Let's start with Steven with a V, my brother. You want to run down what you thought of the episode and where you're at with it? What you think?
I'll be honest with you. I honestly think it killed everybody's theorying. Like most people's theory, like I feel like it was just like one of the biggest killers. I did like the Malcolm Middle kind of kick. I love that at the beginning, but
that was hilarious.
Honestly, I think it kind of feels like it's kind of proving my last week's point of view about Petro. Quicksilver. He doesn't seem like, I don't think he's going to be the one from the Foxverse. I feel like she created him because she was starting to disagree with Vision. She couldn't really, because at that point when he came in, the moment he came in, she was fighting with Vision because he was starting to reject her reality, and she couldn't talk to anybody. She couldn't talk to her kids. She can't obviously talk to her neighbors, crazy batshit. So she created her brother, and because she couldn't stand the thought of seeing his face, she just randomly created a different face. And I think it just was kind of a little nod to the fans that it was the Foxverse actor. But in all honesty, I feel like they're really not going to push it because with 3 more episodes
left.
Quick,
Steven. Keep going, but I have a little pushback on that, but keep going.
Okay. I was going to say, with 3 more episodes, an hour and a half of credits, I just can't feel it.
I don't think it's going to be an hour and a half of credits.
I'm just going to say this.
8-minute credits. I don't think...
It's going to be a rough experience.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay, Tyler, is that your sonata? That's all you want to say? Is that all? You don't have any other predictions, Steven? Theories? Any other ideas of what's going on? You didn't address...
It really didn't feel like there was much there. Yeah, I feel like that's... Like, honestly, with her blood situation, that doesn't seem like that big of a deal. I mean, they really... I think it's going to come up oh, you can't... you're going to...
Wait, whose
get
blood?
Superpowers.
Monica's blood. There's something that came up where not her blood, but her blood work, her DNA.
Her cellular structure, yeah.
Yeah, her actual DNA has been changed, and so
she already went in and went out of the wall.
Yeah, and when she did that, her DNA was changed, and I think, if you don't mind, I'll go and tell you my theories of the episode because that kind of leads me to it. So yeah, this is how the MCU will create mutants. This is the Hex. The Hex.
Oh my God!
Right now we see it. It's going to be very similar to House of M, where Wanda, but not under the same circumstances, she will create mutants, and this is how. Okay, so first let me just say I love the episode. All the episodes were so good before, and they were so wonderful. But seeing this Malcolm in the Middle episode, I grew up with Frankie Muniz. I was the same age when the show started. I went to college when the show ended. I love Malcolm in the Middle. It was a staple of my childhood all the way up into going to college. It was I absolutely loved it. I think what's his name? Peter Evans.
It's Evan Peters.
Quicksilver. Evan Peters. He did a wonderful job playing the Francis role. It almost made me think some people are saying stuff about what he said about well, raise hell, my little demon spawn, and all those little nods. I almost feel like it could be just the Francis role that he was supposed to play in this episode, and it being a Halloween episode. I think he did such a great job. It warmed my heart seeing two of the things I love so much, the Quicksilver from the X-Men movies and Malcolm in the Middle, him playing Francis and him doing so well in that role. The two kids did so well too. This is my favorite episode by far. It brought back so many memories. The commercial was damn, from the 90s.
The commercial was brutal.
2000,
Yeah, that was fucked up. I remember that part.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my theory. Real quick. So we see this. Steven mentioned it last week. My brother with the V mentioned it last week that Vision got kidnapped by, or his body was by sword, or stolen by sword to use as a weapon, and Wanda kind of retrieved him. And so I think this little battle we're seeing, it's definitely going to be resolved. Hayward is going to be defeated in whichever way. Wanda and Vision will prevail. Wanda will lower the hex. Now, when she lowers the hex, that's for some reason or another, her children will not survive. We keep thinking of this Westview as the House of M moment. It is not the House of M moment, not yet. We haven't seen Wanda lose it. Okay, so we'll get this resolution. We'll get a big old battle. Boom, 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 boom. It'll resolve. Everything will seem like it's fixed. Wanda will lower the hex. But then we'll be like, oh, shit, there's still 45 minutes of the show left. She's totally going to lose it because her kids, for one reason or another, are not going to be able to survive outside the hex. And that's one thing. She's going to get a redeeming arc in this, too. She's going to see the pain that she's causing people. She's gonna fully witness it. She will receive a little bit of redeem where she's just not a full-blown villain. And then she's going to completely lose it. And she'll become the number one problem for Doctor Strange. And when she loses it, the whole world will go over the hex. The whole world, possibly the whole multiverse, will go through this hex. And that's what will create the mutants. And not everybody that goes through the hex is going to get the mutant powers. Not everybody. Darcy will not. She will stay a human. She will not get superpowers. She already went through it. But I'm just predicting it now. She's playing too good of a role. Like, she was almost made to be a side character in the Marvel universe. She's just doing so well. Quicksilver, my pushback is Wanda might have made him, but no, he's a soldier for Agnes. Agnes is still a witch. I like to say, I don't know if she's working on her own, if she's
I think she's going to be Agatha.
After today?
Yeah,
after
absolutely.
6?
Absolutely.
You still believe Agatha is...
Absolutely.
Oh, John,
absolutely.
You're just looking to be...
Agnes,
just
Agatha
so
Harkness.
Yes, absolutely. That's who she's playing. That's basically the character she's playing. And I've said that since episode 1. And I've known it. And I still believe that. Just the way she wasn't... Just the way she reacted.
Like,
and I don't know if she's going to be playing, a mentor role, the Scarlet Witch, as in she was trying to help Wanda resurrect Vision, or maybe she saw Wanda doing this junk and she's trying to manipulate it, and maybe she has a boss called Mephisto or Nightmare or the Grim Reaper. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but Pietro is working for the same people. He was too inquisitive. There's that one scene where he's asking all those questions, and it just like, man, I don't know. I felt like he's working for someone else.
But it also showed him dead, like it did Vision.
I think those shots are just little artsy PTSD moments of her, and they're not necessarily even dead within the hex. It's just her going, oh shit, just her reminding herself, her having little PTSD moments. I don't think that they're significant and what we should think of what these people are. Yeah, Vision is dead. He's floating around. I think it was clear when he left the hex that his body just kind of died and decomposed again. He is a dead corpse floating around. But within the hex, he looks completely real. He is kind of real, you know? And the same with Quicksilver. I don't think they went dead inside the hex. I think that's just her mind playing a little trick on her. Or there's so much grief, PTSD from them dying.
I saw in one of the groups
don't
I
see him
follow,
dead.
the kids were dressed up as characters also. Like, one of them looks identical to Quicksilver, but he's supposed to be, I can't remember the name, but the other one is dressed up as someone called Wiccan.
Yeah, Speed and Wiccan, those are her kids.
Yeah.
In the comics. Those are the exact kids that they're supposed to be, and they have the exact same powers. And yeah, I think so they pulled that pretty directly out the comic book. And like I said, I think they're going to switch over to the House of M thing, and that's what really broke her is when she found out her kids weren't real. And what I want to happen is her to find out her kids not only aren't real, but Agnes or whatever the heck, her kids are half Mephisto, they're half devil. Is what I really want. I really want that to go that way. And somehow or another, Agnes snuck it in. And Mephisto was working. I really wanted to see Vision be possessed by Mephisto and Vision really be Mephisto, but I don't know if they're going to work that in yet either. But
that would be brutal.
Keep her kids. Anyways, she's not going to keep the kids, and that's what's going to set her off, and that's going to be the end of the season. We'll see a short cameo by Doctor Strange because when that happens, it gets his attention. Either he recognizes the power level or he swoops in and he's like, "What's going on here?" I don't know exactly, but he'll have a short, sweet little cameo at the end of the season saying, "Oh no, I gotta fix this." Drop off, and we'll see what's up at Spider-Man 3. That's how I think it's going to end.
Spider-Man 3. It's going to be Doctor Strange 2. Spider-Man 3 is a whole other thing.
Yeah, but Spider-Man 3's next, and it's going to be dealing with the aftermath of WandaVision.
No, the next one is Madness is what's going to...
Can we get someone to Google that? I don't think that's true, man. I think Spider-Man 3 is just good for it.
Hang on. Marvel...
I'm just lying, I think.
I think you're right.
I know that they're going to be coming out with...
I do think Doctor Strange is going to make an appearance
this year. 9 series coming out this year. So after this one, it's going to be Doctor Strange 2. And then... The Spider-Man 3 thing is still way all up in the air. No one knows about that anymore. There's just so much going on saying Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, like everybody's going to be there. But
does it have an estimated date?
Hang on, I'm trying to pull it up.
It's got to be.
I swear the estimated date is before Doctor Strange 2. I just saw that.
I
saw it on Facebook. It might not have been true, but I just saw that. But yeah, no, the main point of the story will be addressed in Doctor Strange 2, but we're going to see a little side story with Spider-Man and dealing with Wanda blowing up the multiverse. But
why are you going to
he's going to access... You're not adding him. He's going to have his own story. He's going to be one of the few heroes that have a story during when it goes all crazy, when Wanda's changing the whole world. That's how he's going to get into the multiverse. He's probably going to see Doctor Strange. He's probably going to see Wanda, but he's going to have his own little adventure throughout Wanda's madness, and it's not necessarily going to be completely connected.
I got to be honest.
I thought they were doing.
Your theory is falling short. I love it.
I mean, how else is he going to get to the multiverse? They said WandaVision. Yeah, but they said WandaVision was going to open the multiverse. For sure.
It is. But, I mean, that could just be... There could be a variety of...
Oh, yeah.
So...
But that's what I'm going with. Well, even if Spider-Man is after Doctor Strange 2, which I don't think it is, man. I think it's scheduled a few months before Doctor Strange 2.
So what I'm looking at here...
Anyway, if it is... my prediction stays the same. Doctor Strange will make a small cameo, and we won't really pick up from the story Wanda and Strange until Doctor Strange 2.
They have on this website I'm on, that Spider-Man 3, that's all it says, December 17th. The new Doctor Strange is March 25th, 2022. That can't be right.
And Spider-Man's like this year, right?
Yeah, no, it says December 17th this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got Spider-Man before Doctor Strange 2. So if
this is saying Doctor Strange 2 isn't until next year.
Yeah, I think that one's more updated.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Okay, so it says, these dates, you've got WandaVision, which came out January, Falcon and Winter Soldier, March 19th, then Black Widow, which we've been hearing about since 2019, May 7th.
I cannot wait for that one. Oh my God.
Loki is also in May. And Loki, I'm so excited for it just because Owen Wilson's going to be in it. I think that's going to be pretty awesome.
Oh my God. I didn't hear that.
Are you a big Owen Wilson? Are you a big Owen Wilson fan?
I'm not a huge fan, but I was not expecting them to put him in the MCU.
Oh, that's random.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all
Shang-Chi,
know what Loki's
July
going to
9th.
be dealing with?
I
Y'all
don't
know
even-
that
Isn't that the alternate timeline he created when he took the Space Stone?
Yeah, I think what's going on is, have y'all seen the Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
Okay, the Time Police, or Rick and Morty Season 2, Episode 1, the Time Police dudes?
Yeah.
He's going to be dealing with the Marvel's version of that.
Oh my God.
And so he's going to be, I think he's going to be atoning for the crimes of the Avengers when they went and got all the stones. Don't ask me why they're not going after the Avengers, but Loki taking that stone in that moment.
Dead.
He's gonna have to pay. He's gonna have to kind of work with that agency and do a few missions to get to avoid jail time, stuff like that. But that's basically the gist of it. He'll be working with the time travel police.
It's going to be hilarious when he runs back into Thor and Thor thinks that he played a trick on him again.
Right?
But see, Thor's out in space with the Guardians.
Oh, but I gotta say this too. Remember, whenever they travel in time and they change the past time, it splits off into another universe. He's probably not gonna come across that same Thor again.
Look, it's probably going
It
to
would be highly
Thor
unlikely.
from Love and Thunder. And what I've read about Love and Thunder Thor is it's going to be Natalie Portman being the God of Thunder, which has me lost.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing that's really frustrating about this too. Thor 3, because in the comics, Natalie Portman's character, Jane Foster, does become Thor, but it's because in the comic verse, they're more like Thor's electrical powers come more to Mjolnir and his hammer, and so, but in the MCU though, it's himself. Like the whole movie of the third Thor is about how his powers in his heart, and he's Thor, and he has his power. So it doesn't really, you can't really transition like Natalie Portman gaining his power if he is part of his power. So that's why I don't get like why they're gonna push that.
All right, so Steven, here's the deal. In the MCU, they kind of, and I remember you saying that when it happened before Endgame came out, and Cap got the hammer, and it was a very good point. Infinity War pretty much took away all character growth Thor had. He lost his hammer in Ragnarok. Oh, you don't need your hammer, bro. The power's inside. He lost his eye. He lost his hair. He lost all that shit. And in Infinity War, he had to go get a new eye. He had to go get a new
Did you say
weapon.
he lost his hair?
He did. They cut it off in Ragnarok.
Yeah. Okay, so Steven has a valid point, but before Endgame came out, because the hammer does act like that. It will give you lightning power. It will give you.
It was like a conduit, yeah.
Yeah. So although Thor doesn't need it, whoever does possess Mjolnir will get extra powers. But Thor can ideally do it by himself. It would just be amplified if he had the hammer. Does that make sense? I do feel like Jane Foster would make. I don't know about Natalie Portman, but I would love to see a female Thor. Just because it's that Thor spent years as a female. I mean, years and years, as most superheroes have in the comics. But I feel I would like to see a different person play Thor. It would be cool.
Yeah, switch it up.
Yeah.
Make
in the first. Go ahead.
I was gonna say without Beta Ray Bill though, they need Beta Ray Bill before they.
Is that the horse or whatever?
Yeah, he's an alien. You know who I would like to see? Blood Axe. I don't know. He's not a real popular Thor villain, but he's this dude, all leather, huge, spiked shoulder pads, crimson red skull. He looks kind of like Red Skull, but he looks like a biker, and he's real bulk. And he has a mystical weapon too, and it's an axe. And the thing is, it's really a she. It's just a girl, but she when she holds the axe, she gets transformed into this armor. Blood Axe is what the character's name is. Google it if you got time. But that would be an awesome Thor villain they could throw in there.
That sounds like a mixture of like, I don't know, Ghost Rider maybe and Thor. This girl gets an axe and becomes this heavy metal god.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, it's that's a good way to describe it. It's badass. But I think too, Thor, Chris Hemsworth, he's going to be more with the Guardians of the Galaxy too from now on.
And I hate that they made him fat.
Oh, I loved it.
I mean, it was still good, but I think they were just, I don't know. Like mental health needs to be addressed, but that's what they were focusing on, and that's all they used Thor for. Is like he was depressed because I think he lost more than Wanda did in the whole grand scheme of things.
Yeah, he did.
It's like everything.
And then Jane broke up with him. Yeah, it was a nightmare for him.
And seeing Natalie Portman, Jane, she probably. I don't know. I didn't think she was that good of a character. Why is she going to be Thor?
They're just trying to make it more along. Like people really took that, like the Thor, really well. I mean, it's not. I mean, I mean, they're never going to be as good as Miles Morales and Spider-Man, but.
And Love and Thunder is supposed to be based in the '80s, so it could just be old Thor. Give him the old helmet. Make it look like corny, like they did the costumes in this Halloween episode. But Natalie Portman, like man, in Star Wars, she died from a broken heart, man.
That's what happens. That's what happens. You break your heart.
Do you see her in the South Park episode where they try to get her to open the wormhole?
She finally does.
So good. Come on, Natalie. We need you to open your wormhole.
I hope they bring. They should do a solo movie for Idris Elba's character.
Hell yeah!
I can't remember his name. The gatekeeper.
Heimdall.
Yes.
Heimdall.
I would watch. 10 out of 10 would watch.
Yeah, he's a very handsome black man, man.
Did you guys hear about the Jimmy Woo show that they're trying to push? Like some director was really into it. So the FBI agent on WandaVision, and he's been the FBI agent in like Ant-Man 2, and I mean he's been in a lot of movies. But they want to make him his own like series, basically, where he's kind of like X-Files, but goes around solving crimes and stuff like that. And I don't know, I watched
him and Kat Dennings or what?
No. Well, I mean, I hope they have her in it too, as like maybe his partner. They just go around solving and stuff like that. I'd love that, but yeah, they want to make him have his own like series, and I think that's a phenomenal idea because he really deserves it. So
at this point, they could just go anywhere. Like I guess I need to go back and watch episode 6, but I was so certain that they were going to bring X-Men into play.
Same.
Bringing Pietro in like that.
And honestly, I think whenever she destroyed the Mind Stone, she may have, like, even though Thanos used the Time Stone to reverse time, she may have been, like, severely impacted by that explosion with how close she was and what she was doing to it. A piece of that may actually be inside of her somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Just a wild theory. But her powers did, like, quadruple after that event.
Well, she was already badass, dude. Like, easily the strongest. She was emotionally distraught, trying to protect Vision, crying, and holding Thanos, who, like, Cap held him back a little bit, but just with one hand holding him. Like, that, she was easily the strongest.
She deserved a lot more than she got. Like, I feel like she got, like, Captain Marvel came in, and then, give her Captain Marvel. And I hate the actor who does Captain Marvel because she shows she shows no good character development. She doesn't, like, they're always telling her, hey, don't show such emotion, and she's not showing any emotion at all in any scene. Only emotion she has is sarcastic. Like, I'm sarcastic.
That's everybody's thing against Keanu Reeves. They're just like, he's emotionless, but I love Keanu Reeves and everything.
Yeah, well, Keanu Reeves is like does some amazing things. Like he drove a tour bus for people when he was famous, and drove them to Burger King.
If I ever have the money and the balls, I want to buy one of his motorcycles.
He'd probably give it to you for cheap too.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
I'm very
John
excited for.
disconnected apparently.
Yeah, it says that he's.
We did
talking,
not
but
notice.
Dang.
I
Wow.
didn't notice. I was wondering why he wasn't talking.
None of us noticed.
Oh god.
I guess it's because he just doesn't have that much of a presence. No, I don't know. I can't.
It shows that his mic is active currently on the Discord chat.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe let me fix him. Oh, I see what.
Well, we're about to have to wrap up anyway. While y'all get him figured out real quick, I'm gonna go pee and I'm gonna ask 2 questions. Give me a second.
Well, you go pee. You're fine. Let's shit talk Steven while he goes pee. Talk about.
I don't know if I even have anything bad to say about him.
I don't have anything bad to say. I like the guy a lot too. So we gotta pretend.
Oh yeah,
like,
he's just not cool, I guess.
He's got like a small penis, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, maybe anything's possible.
Maybe. I say I really like everything about him. Okay, wait. So leave the room, John, because I can't hear you. Okay, tell me if you hear John. Say if
Heard nothing.
you didn't hear nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Oh, John. I mean, I tell him not to look at porn on.
That is struggle is real.
Hey, wait. Say it again.
The struggle is real.
Struggle is real. No. I'm talking to John. Doc. It's working. Maybe you just don't have that much of a presence, John.
Okay, I'm back. Is John still muted?
Yeah, John. Yeah, he's still gone.
Tell him. Oh, he left. I'll send
Come
him
back.
an invite link and maybe he'll. We were talking about Keanu Reeves, dude. I'm so excited for Matrix 4. Like,
Oh my gosh, dude. You have no idea.
people
Good
hate
point,
on the
bro.
Matrix so much, but
Those are such good movies, though.
Wait.
Hello, sir.
Wait, why is it?
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry.
are we good?
It stopped again, huh? Oh no, we're good.
There he is. Yes, sir.
Hi, John.
Hello, John.
Good. Okay, sorry about that. Are we talking about Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, we're talking about
the
Keanu
Matrix
Reeves.
now.
Yeah, well, we're talking about they're supposed to be putting out John Wick 4 and The Matrix 4 at the same time in theaters, but seeing as how theaters are,
Weren't they supposed to both drop like 421?
yeah.
Yeah, like right at the same time.
That'd be one hell of a week, man.
And John
Dude, I would
Wick,
love that.
he went and did the real training, like a special ops training, and so he does his own stunts, I think, in all those movies. I could be wrong on that. I don't.
Him and Halle Berry,
Oh,
there's
he
a
does.
couple of videos floating around of them training, firing and unloading and reloading and doing stuff like that. It's really cool.
Wait, Halle
You can
Berry?
definitely tell they spent a lot of time and money and effort just practicing for
He has
those
his own
scenes.
shooting range.
Yeah.
Halle Berry's in John Wick.
John Wick 3.
It's been a
Yeah,
while since I've
she's,
watched those.
She's still looking good. Like, real good.
Yes.
She could come back as
Oh,
Storm.
look good.
Yeah, she could. That would be awesome.
But The
I think
Matrix
maybe some
is what
younger
I'm.
actresses.
Oh, but she's still hot even if she's older. Like
I'm
that's
just
not
saying they
even
need to
a problem.
find someone that can play the role for at least like 10 years, right? At
Mhm.
least.
She's not like she's gonna die in like 10 years. She's still gonna be hot until she's like 70.
That's very
I think
true.
the Matrix movies are some of those movies from like the early 2000s that aged gracefully.
I
Watch
totally
those in a while.
believe that. And the only reason I'm so into them is one of the last times I tripped on acid, I watched all 3 of them, and I'm sitting there just mind blown. Oh my god! Like I was really
Did you-
believing we were in the Matrix for a minute.
Did you watch them back to back to back?
Oh yeah,
That's so fucking
Watch
cool.
Watch them in the wrong order. Like, oh god.
The last movie I watched when I took acid last time I took acid was Jojo Rabbit, and it was
my God.
so wonderful.
What
it was
is
so
that?
wonderful.
That was relatively.
I heard that was excellent. I've never watched it.
It's a really good movie.
Johansson's best movie for sure. I would say, so
Yeah.
good. That
Mm.
includes all Avengers movies. Yeah, it was so good. It's
Wow.
such a good
It
movie.
really hits right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I see
beautiful and it's
Hitler on
funny
the
and it's
poster.
lighthearted, but it's still deep. It's crazy.
It's
So
got such
good.
a powerful message too. Yeah. It's
And there's
just
some
like, oh,
there's
wow.
some fucking can't stop laughing moments too. Like can't fucking stop laughing. Yeah, it's good.
I just googled
Like
it,
the
and the
little-
poster has Hitler on it. So
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it's about this little kid that grows up in Nazi Germany and he loves Hitler. His imaginary best friend is Hitler. His name's Jojo Rabbit. That's who the whole movie's about. His mom, she tries to save a Jew, and he's just a little kid living in Germany at the time, and people are about Nazi shit, and so it kind of just follows him through his experiences. But it's funny, it's heartful. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to
It's
say about it.
really well done.
You gotta check
yeah.
it out. It's very well done.
really do.
It's beautiful film, all in all.
It kind of
Definitely
shows
need to watch it.
how easy. It shows how easy society can manipulate you following a certain belief that you don't really want to believe. Like,
Yeah.
isn't necessarily morally right, but you're kind of like everybody else believes it. You've been raised in it. Kind of like this is the belief you're gonna have.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then it
yeah.
shows the character like kind of growing and learning. Maybe Nazi Germany doesn't have all these.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. It's
like-
great. It's a great movie. And then we also watched Thor Ragnarok. Some of that.
that one's good.
Yeah, especially when you're on acid, it's really good. It's really, really good.
Good.
So to wind up, what are y'all mad about this week? I've got something to start. There's not a DoorDash for ways to get beer whenever it's frozen because I'm out and I can't go to the store.
Got to find a delivery guy, my man. There's not one beer place that will deliver for you.
Wait, what?
You got to go to the
Full beer,
There are-
full liquor stores that will deliver for you because they can do that now, right? Or did they stop allowing that?
No, you can.
'Cause he-
That's how people in
It
Texas
used to
got
be
through
against
the
the
pandemic.
law.
Well, it's
until-
Sunday. The liquor
now
store's
it's
closed.
Coronavirus.
So I'm just trying to get someone to
Oh.
go to Allsup's and come out to the country for me.
Oh, yeah.
You need like 4x4 delivery service.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And
That's what I'm mad
negative
about.
2-degree weather.
And the cold. I'm also mad about the cold, man, because I'm in this old house with no central heating or air, and we've got
dang.
like plastic over our windows. Like, it's so
How are
bad. I
y'all
can't-
heating the place?
Electric heaters. We just close
Oh
ourselves.
my
in our
goodness.
bedrooms.
You're
Just
brave,
burn
man.
through. Oh,
It takes a lot of balls to do shit like that.
Yeah. Our electricity bill is going to be terrible.
I'm sure.
It's not good. But you're not getting screwed by Yelp, So.
Yeah, we're getting fucked right now. We have central heating, and we're paying fucking like $400 a month for 2 people, three bedroom house.
Dude, and when it gets this
500
cold, it like hardly keeps up.
Yeah,
This is literal record-breaking temperatures right now. Like, I don't
Yeah,
remember it ever
absolutely.
being this cold. I think my
It
phone
didn't-
said it's 5 degrees, but it feels like -2.
It's 0
Yeah.
outside up here.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
insane.
just going out there.
We didn't get into double digits at all today. In fact, I don't think we got above 5.
Yeah,
No, we did.
I did have to go to work, and I was outside the entire, or not the entire time, but I was outside a lot today because we have curbside, and everybody did curbside, so I was taking orders out, and I felt fine. It didn't feel that cold. I did wear a lot of clothes, but it wasn't all that miserable today.
Yeah, it
Driving
wasn't
out in
awful.
It was fine. The wind wasn't bad, or at least down here in Lubbock, the wind was. Thank God, the wind wasn't bad, because if it was, it could have been miserable.
I work in a big old shop, and we've got like heaters up in the like where the roof is, up real high. But I had on 2 thermal shirts, pants, and then my regular work clothes and a jacket, and 2 pairs of socks. But it wasn't like miserable after all that. I was still able to like stay warm and stuff. But
golly,
I'm in my room wearing my like coverall jumpsuit. I look like a member of Slipknot right now.
Hell yeah!
I kind of think my the room where I do all my gaming and my work, because I work at home for AT&T Tech Support, and so I have all my stuff in this one room, all these electronics in here, and so it ends up being the warmest room in the house because everything is TV, all the LED lights, all the game systems, and then my computer for work. It's really nice compared to anywhere else in the house.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because that's where I'm at. I'm in my gaming room. I've got my gaming room and my drum kits in here because the regular drum kit's too loud for neighbors. But whatever. Anyway, I won't get into that. But whenever the computer's on and I'm playing a game, it actually gets pretty nice in here because it gets hot. It's like a space heater.
Yeah, it really is.
Steven, what upset you? Steven with a V. What upset you with this week? What made you angry?
There's a lot of things that made me angry. Honestly, quite a bit. I'm trying to think. Actually, I can't think. Oh, I got one. So there's
go ahead.
one. So there's this show I just got in, thanks to someone in the chat. It's called Stone Quacker. I have to admit, and it is so funny. There's only one season, and it ended in 2015. So there's not going to be, and that makes me sad because it's a really show. And now, like each episode is only like 8 minutes long, and so you can watch the whole thing, all 12 episodes, like maybe an hour and a half, and then it's over. That's it.
That sucks.
And it's so funny because exactly my kind of just pretty upset.
Did he drop out? Yeah, we lost you soon. It was kind of, we got the gist of what you were saying, but you were going in and out there too.
Is that better?
You know what, Steven? I'll give you back this headset. I'll go buy me a headset for these.
Well, I mean,
for this week.
That headset that I gave you, I can't use it on my. Neither of my phones have.
You cut off there. We didn't hear you. I can't use it on my.
But.
Oh no.
Anywho, I showed him that show, and yes, I agree. That is very good. It's one season, and it's so funny, but it's really only about, I don't know, what would you say soon? 70 minutes of show, because there's only like 8 episodes. Each episode's only like 8 minutes long.
What is it called?
Probably like 50. Yeah. Stone Quackers. It's about these ducks. It's a cartoon about these ducks, and it is fucking funny. It is so great. It's on Hulu? Yeah, that's where I found it.
It's on Hulu, yeah.
It looks like the same animation for that Midnight Gospel show on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I think it'd probably be like in the same studio.
Animation domination?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check that out.
I got something that happened to me this past week, and it happens to me a lot, and I get upset because it's just such a waste. Okay, so you get your Wendy's, your McDonald's, whatever. You get one combo meal, one soda, one fry, one burger, one meal. You get one meal. All right, you pull up, they hand you your stuff, you look in the bag, there's no ketchup. And you're like, okay, can I get some ketchup? And this person hands you a handful. I need a handful. And I say, like, no. I don't, no. And they still give it to you. And that's Corona. You can't give them back. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I almost feel like, are you that fucking stupid?
I feel like
fucking, like I didn't buy a meal for fucking 6 people.
Half of those are going underneath the driver's seat.
Yeah, like, what are you fucking doing, dude? Like, am I gonna eat a pack of ketchup per fry? No, like,
some people do. Some people do.
Like, do your fucking job or just pay attention. Like, I don't know.
I like this. You know how many people would kill to have that problem, John?
Yeah, well, I'm about to kill the next motherfucker that does that. No, I'm just joking. It ain't that.
Look, when they hand it to you, just move your hand, and it just drops on the parking lot, and you're like, "That's your problem."
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah,
dumb.
well,
Throw them out the window. Throw them all
I do want a
out the window.
few. I do want a few. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's like, are you not? Are you even paying attention? Or even if they put it in the bag, they give you like 30 of them. It's like, I don't need these. They're gonna go in the trash.
That's like,
as Tyler pointed out, will just end up underneath my feet.
yeah, that's like 90% of everybody not paying attention.
Yeah. But
Well, I mean, especially in fast food. I wish they would do
Yeah.
that with dipping sauces, but
even then, I'm not much of a sauce man. I got one set sandwich, and I got one thing of nuggets. I just need one sauce. I don't need a lot. I understand some people need a lot, but even then, sometimes it's ridiculous. You ain't got to give me 10 little sauce packets.
You take a shot. You take a
I'm
shot
not in
of sauce.
college anymore. I'm not gonna put these in my cabinet. You know what I'm saying?
hey, I'm
I actually
keep 'em.
still do.
working a real
Actually,
job, but we
there's
still
a
keep those.
I was
I've got
gonna say,
like
yeah,
Domino's
that makes my
ranch
friend.
packets in the fridge.
Yeah.
That's free
gonna say,
Yeah,
ranch,
you
dog.
know you're trash.
Oh, no. Yeah, I remember you. I keep the Chick-fil-A stuff because I use that in a lot of my. Like when I cook, I use the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Ooh, their honey mustard is the tits.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
honey
know,
mustard.
it's the honey roasted barbecue sauce.
Oof.
That's where it's at. That's the
Oof.
Chick-fil-A
And you know what else is
that-
really good?
thing.
Chicken Express is their cooking powder. They have that. They have that powder.
The serendipity.
So good.
Yeah, serendipity
serendipity.
salt.
You
Oh,
can buy it in
Oh, yeah.
stores like a seasoning bottle of it. It's like $8.
Yeah,
but it's
but-
worth it for real.
Exactly.
It's on chips. I don't know what that
Why buy?
stuff is on chips. It's on like tortilla chips.
That's
salsa
just seasoning salt. Like
That's
the
just all that
Julio's.
is?
But
Yeah.
you don't want to pay money for it. Like I'd rather them just hand me a handful of them, and I can keep them in my cabinet, Ziploc bag.
Yeah, I think
I think someone on
food
this chat
makes
that-
you a trusty person if you're specifically taking condiments to save for later uses. feel
First
ya.
off,
I feel you. I'm not judging you. I'm just. It is what it is. That's where it
says the
lands.
guy that eats a can of baked beans. Or, oh, I'm sorry, ranch-style beans. Has just out in his park. Oh,
what's
in the
wrong with
garage.
ranch style beans?
Yeah, I know. That's the only canned good I have. This is the only one I'll eat somewhat consistently.
The one in a black, it has a black label and says ranch style on the front. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Good.
Pop it open.
They are.
You pop that open, put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, a couple pieces of bread. That's a full meal.
Yes,
It
sir.
costs you $1.50.
Yes, sir.
So what are you mad about, Tyler?
Oh my gosh. I'm mad about everything. I hate snow,
mad about
first of all, so there's that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then
Not a good day for you.
people that bring their cars to the shop on days like today where there's a foot of snow on the ground and they want stupid shit done. That makes me mad. That makes me real mad.
Like, what's the worst customer that's
Today I had to tell somebody that their engine was ruined and they were heading from San Antonio to Missouri.
Oh, what happened? Why was there?
They were driving down the road. All of a sudden, some lights came on. They said the oil pressure light came on, then the engine installed, and they had to sit in their car and wait for 3.5 hours for a tow truck to show up. And then they got to my shop. They dropped it off the tow truck. I pulled into the shop. I did a once-over on it, checked the oil and the coolant. There wasn't any coolant in it. The coolant reservoir smelled like combustion. I did a compression test on it. There was no compression on cylinder number 3, which usually means that the head gasket's bad. So we couldn't do a head gasket on it, not on a Sunday, because parts stores aren't going to deliver parts in 3 feet of snow, and it's an 11.5-hour job, and we only work 9 to 4 on a Sunday. That, and we have to send the heads off to get machined, and it's like a big deal. It's like a $3,000 job. So I pretty much told them, you guys need an engine. Like, there's absolutely no way that this is going to get fixed in the next 2 to 3 days. And they were like, okay. So giving people bad news, I guess. I hate that.
Yeah,
That
it does suck.
sucks. Imagine Doing that on a.
Oh, I have a good question here. What's worse, giving people bad news or receiving bad news?
Receiving bad.
I think giving
Yeah.
is a bit worse.
Yeah, I agree. Giving is much worse. Because if you're giving bad news, you're probably giving bad news a lot, which means you have to deal with it a lot. If you're getting bad news, you just kind of get that bad news and then you deal with it.
I deal with it. I give a lot of bad news. 'Cause in my job, you get a lot of people calling in about, oh, well, there's what to do about my phone. Stuff like that. Now, people take their phone. And so a lot of my job is just telling them, oh, sorry, there's nothing you can do. You should have kept your phone in the shower.
It's fucked.
Bathroom for showering. It's just like, no, that's not how. You don't want to be water with a phone. And my screen's cracked. Well, AT&T can't help with that. I don't think people get AT&T doesn't do. Yeah, just thing there.
Right.
Especially the people who bought that the Samsung flip phone or the fold phone. God, I feel so bad for the very first model, $2,000 phone.
God dang.
Every one broke. It was just because the concept. It was just in practice. I probably had so many people call in why their phone, a $2,000 phone was because they were using it. Don't use your phone very often. It should be fine. Still hate it.
Yep. I definitely agree. I absolutely agree. I think with Tyler and Steven with a PH, I would much rather get bad news than have to give bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you can handle it yourself. You can just handle it. You know.
I just don't like confrontation. And usually when you tell people bad news, they get mad at you, and you're like, dude, it's not my fault.
Oh yeah.
But my life is pretty much all bad news, so.
Oh.
On Valentine's Day.
You know what I don't hate?
It's been a good Valentine's Day other than the snow. And
I don't hate this apple cider with this fucking bourbon I have in it. It is something I don't hate.
That sounds good.
That does sound really good.
I'm doing something.
It's
similar,
pretty good.
But it's Jolly Ranchers mixed. No.
Jolly Ranchers mixed with what?
That was just make up something for white trash.
Yeah. I'm doing a whole Monster Energy drink with a couple cigarettes myself.
Perfect.
Yeah. Getting ready to unwind before I go to bed. You know what I'm saying?
It's the nicotine with the energy.
Nicotine, a little cap, a lot of caffeine.
I want to call that combination the John.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna practice some guitar for a little bit before I go to bed. But,
well, on that note, hopefully everybody survives this blizzard, and we'll be back again together next week with what I think. They said there's going to be an hour episode of WandaVision, probably 30 minutes, 30 minutes show, 30 minutes credit. I don't know.
So excited.
Yeah, I think it's going to be just wonderful.
I'm about to go watch this episode 6 again.
Yeah, dude, watch it. It's so good. But we're really just halfway through, boys. If you really think about it, if it's 8-minute credits like it's always been, these next 3 episodes will be just as much content as the first 6.
Yep.
We are just halfway through this story.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, John. There's going to be some recap. Don't forget to. Obviously, you haven't watched enough anime. There's always. And honestly, I don't know. I don't think they're going to. Maybe we get lucky and each episode will get like 40 minutes.
That'd be good. If it's 40 minutes before the credit, that's good. That's a lot longer.
What if Strange shows up in this first episode? Like the first hour-long episode? Oh my god.
and it just disproves together.
So I think if Hayward survived that day and kept moving on, he's gonna. Because the only people that got taken over were nameless soldiers. He can get more nameless soldiers. He'll have another crew there. They'll reassess. They'll make another bad maneuver. They'll, you know what I'm saying? Like I think Hayward is not gonna reach out to any super. He's definitely not gonna reach out to any powered individual. He doesn't. Obviously, he doesn't like them. He's gonna try to fix this himself. Remember, he doesn't realize he's the bad guy.
How's your feeling towards us? Still,
I can't get your questions, bro. I can't hear your.
I was gonna say how is your swarm theories?
Yeah, well, I still think he's gonna come back. If not in this season, we have to see. He's gonna be a mutant. He's gonna be like Monica, just being in the hex as a beekeeper and then being rewinded. But anyway, so we're gonna wrap it up, right, fellas? We're gonna wrap this thing.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week. I've got to try and figure out someone to get me some beer. So.
And also,
Tyler,
he was.
Huge shout out to Tyler for joining us this week, and as always, thank Steven and Steven.
Yeah, it's always a good time, and y'all be on the lookout for new Divided Me music. Super excited about that. Never disappointed.
Remind us one more time, Tyler. When is that?
The 26th. February 26th. Not the 29th.
Everywhere?
That's not a thing. February the 26th.
Okay, so for the people listening, where can we find Divided Me? Y'all on Facebook, right?
Oh, everywhere. Yeah, Facebook, YouTube. We've got our Instagram. We've got a TikTok going up pretty soon, which is pretty cool. I guess I'm a boomer, so I don't know what TikToking is.
Are you guys on Parler or MySpace?
We don't have a Parler. We might have a MySpace.
Good.
And then Spotify, right?
Spotify, Apple Music, Android, everywhere, anywhere, and everywhere.
Excellent. Cool, guys. Well,
all right. Well, it's been fun, y'all. Keep warm and don't die in the snow. It's not safe to drive.
Gonna
Will
try.
not drive. You take care, you guys.
Y'all too. Thanks for having me.